Hello guys and welcome back to yet another video of mine. Today I thought I'd create some tools that you can use to build an awesome underwater base. All you need are two commands which can be found on my website linked in the description. Paste the first one into command block and activate it. Then copy the second command into the newly spawned command block and activate it once again. If you followed those steps correctly, the machine should be fully assembled and you are ready to go. Click the sign on the machine to get all the different items I created. Let's start off with the most basic one of them all, the Nautic helmet. It gives you respiration, aqua affinity and most importantly night vision. I'm going to be underwater a lot throughout this video and without night vision you just can't see anything. And I thought why not just make another item and throw it into the command machine as well. If you've ever built an underwater base you probably know how much of a pain it is to get rid of all the water. To solve this problem, I made two very special types of glass. The first one is called glass ceiling. If you place it, a normal glass block will appear, and underneath all the water will temporarily be replaced with redstone glass. If you now break the top block, those red blocks will disappear again, and air will be set at their positions. But because water physics are just freaking weird, all the water will instantly flow back again. I initially tried just instantly setting air, but that left me with this result. So the right way to build your base is basically making your ceiling, and once you're done, take the second spawn egg which lets you easily place glass walls with the press of a single button. And now that everything is encased, you can delete the red blocks without having to worry about the water flooding your base. In case you built a gigantic dome or something and don't want to click on every single block until all the particles are gone, you can simply take the third spawn egg to instantly convert all of them into normal glass blocks again. These three spawn eggs combined make it incredibly easy to create something underwater. Even in creative mode it can sometimes be a struggle, and going into MC edit every 2 minutes is not very efficient either. So next time you want to build something, just remember these commands and download them if you feel like it. Every single Minecraft house needs a certain level of protection, of course. That's why I made this so-called water tornado. Just right click the spawn egg and bubbles will start to appear. All the mobs that get too close will be sucked in. If you place the tornado under the water, they will drown. Most of them at least. For the rest that survived, or in case you place it on the water surface, there is a very neat way to get rid of them all. Just drop a piece of TNT inside and everything will die in a large explosion. You can place as many of these tornadoes as you wish, they will catch all the mobs until you decide that it's time for explosions. Now before we get to the most awesome feature of them all, I would like to thank Awesome Redstone for supporting me on Patreon. This is really kind of you, and I hope you enjoy all the sneak peeks I'll be posting there. Speaking of redstone, you might have noticed that it does not work underwater, taking away lots of opportunities. Luckily, the impossible becomes possible on this channel, and I created so-called Bluestone, which works underwater. There are 4 ways of activating it: levers, wooden buttons, stone buttons and lit redstone. The Bluestone wires can be placed by right-clicking the spawn egg. To remove them again, use the other spawn egg, which kills the closest wire again. They always have to be placed on the opposite side of one of the activation methods, with one block in between. So this one, for example, would be a functional setup. Once it receives power, the line will transfer it and light up. Each piece has a delay of 1 tick, so it doesn't work instantly. I wanted to do that, but you can't really use recursions with command blocks, and I think a 1 second delay for 20 meters is a fair trade. Now that you transferred the power somewhere else, you of course have to do something with it. There are 5 blocks that can detect lit bluestone. These are redstone lamps, pistons, sticky pistons, dispensers and droppers. The output has to be placed right next to a wire, so once you set up your system, you can just test it out and see if it works. With sticky pistons and redstone blocks, you can even go back to normal redstone and continue inside another glass dome, for example. And if that's possible, you can of course also create infinite loops. The one I made here is super useless and just makes a lamp flash on and off, but you can actually create practical things. Here for instance I made a piston door, which in normal Minecraft would have required you to create a relatively large waterless space around the door. The possibilities are just endless, so I'd really like to see what you guys can come up with. If you decide to play around with these new mechanics, be sure to tweet me your results at McMakistein. I'd love to see you guys get creative with this. Moving around in the water is still quite annoying and slow. To help you out with that, you can select the bubble item and you'll be able to walk on water. You might be wondering why it's called bubble then? Well, sneaking allows you to submerge in order to reach the ocean depths without ever getting your feet wet. There's no need to worry about destroying terrain or existing houses. The bubble only replaces water, and upon unselecting the item, everything goes back to normal. If you are still not satisfied with the travel speed, I have one more item that you might enjoy. If you right click the last spawn egg, a jump pad will be placed in the water, which launches you into whatever direction you're looking in. Since we're still in 1.12 though, this only works for the 4 main directions. When placing them with the correct distance between each other, they can even be connected, which leads to insane travel times and a lot of fun. And that pretty much wraps up all the mechanics I created. If they seem interesting to you, feel free to visit the download page. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd be very happy about a positive rating. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.